Secretary's report. Did everyone get a chance to read Crystal's wonderful minutes? Okay, I just need a motion to approve the minutes. By Carly, is there a second? Cindy, second it? Okay, any discussion on the minutes? I thought they looked great this week, or this month as always, so thank you so much. All in favor of accepting the minutes, raise your hand. Can see everyone's hand. Excellent, good. Opposed? We'll accept the minutes. Carly, did you get it? Carly is up in Maine getting ready for her son's wedding on Saturday. So if you did not get the treasurer's report, that's perfectly fine.
I have it.
Wonderful. Good for you. Of course you did.
I just wanted to say there's no change. Our general account still has $2,745.09. And our historical gift account is at $7,966.55. And that is the same as last month. Cindy, you're muted, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Can you repeat that first one, 2,000?
Sure. That one is $2,745.09.
Got it. Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So they have not taken out tomorrow's money yet then, I'm seeing.
No. Nope.
Okay. All right. That'll be about 2,000 more. So, but the longer they don't take it out, the better. So, okay. Although we do need to pay her. Okay. I don't see any public participation tonight. So we'll forego that. On to unfinished business. Old Burying Ground. We've got quite a few things there. Cleaning day was a wonderful success. Thank you so much for all of you being there. I really appreciate it. We got so much done, and I went back the next day just to take a look, and it just looks sparkling. I love it. It looks so nice. I did not get a chance to talk to Nick, but I did get poison ivy. Did anyone else get poison ivy? I believe I got it when I was helping him cut down all that vegetation way over in the corner. So I do need to get a hold of him to see, because he probably got it much worse than I did. Mine was a very mild case, but unfortunately poison ivy still is there. So we'll have to be careful when we're there. But overall, I thought it was a great day. We got so much done. I think we have it down to science now. And that was by far the most people we've ever had show up on a 95-degree day. So go figure. That was wonderful.
I wanted to say, I think the advertising for it that you did on social media was so wonderful. We had people from Springfield and other places, which really was pretty terrific.
Yeah, thanks. I hate to say it, but I've always put it in the paper before, and I did not. I just put it online, and I think that's going to be more successful. I hate to say that, but that seems to be the way. But anyway, yeah, we're good now for another 6 months till the fall. So looks great. Any comments about the day or suggestions for next time? I know, Crystal, this was your first time. What did you think? You liked it?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you can hear me, but it was great to just be able to give something back, actually, get your hands dirty and help in some way.
Yeah, great. Good.
I also think that we could probably, I know you're going to do it again in the fall, but even if it was after school, we might get some kids who want to volunteer too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love that. Yeah. Mike wrote in that it was good that we pre-treated. I agree with you, Mike. I think that made it much easier. We were there, Carly and I were there the day before, and just sprayed as many stones as we could get to. So I think that does make a big difference. So did you like the buckets this time with the materials in it? Did that make it easier too? Okay, good. While we're on that topic, we are completely out of D2. Could I have a vote to order more D2? Or a motion, I'm sorry. Would someone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Okay, Carl, and then second by Crystal. Great. It's another like 224 or something like that, but we are completely out. And we're getting a lot of people now requesting help with cleaning stones. So that's really great too. I think the word's getting out. So rather than them having to buy a $40 gallon of D2, we're more than happy to give them a little spray bottle. So, although I need to get some of my spray bottles back, I'm way down on my spray bottles, so we may need to invest in a few more. I see that Kathy just joined us. Hello, Kathy. Did you want, Kathy, we already moved past public participation. Did you have something you wanted to say, or are you just visiting? Looks like she's connecting to audio. We'll come back to her. Okay, the plaque follow-up. The plaque is in the works. Deanna at Design Works is working on it. She has sent us a first draft. Did I send it to you? Did I send you the picture of it yet? What do you think? Is there too much text? Do you think we should cut down on the text?
Honestly, I thought it was great. I mean, I know what it looked like originally, what you've revised. I think I sent you some little edits. I don't know if you received those. But I honestly think that I just saw a couple today, believe it or not, in Portsmouth, and I like the look of ours actually better than theirs. So,
good.
Yeah,
okay.
I think the text is great.
Okay. Any other comments on it? Changes, comments, suggestions? No? Okay. She is going to be on vacation. Oh, Cindy, sorry.
I was just gonna say, no, I think it looks good. I'm looking at it right now. I even like the little map in the middle, which I've never seen on others before. And I kind of like that.
Oh, good. She had to oh, hi, Ellen. She had to hand create that. We gave her the map, but then she had to create it to put it onto her map. And I thought she did a great job. It looked wonderful. So, hey, Ellen, can you hear us okay? Yeah, we can't. You're muted, but we can see you. So glad you're with us. Good. And Ellen, just for you, we're just saying we had a wonderful day cleaning stones. And hold on one second, just turning off my phone here. And we saved some for you and Phil if you'd like to go back and do some. We didn't get to all of them, so we flagged some that were all treated and ready to be cleaned. So I've got the bucket all ready for you if you want to go over and clean some. So anyway, we just moved on to the sign. So like I was just saying, she is on vacation for, I think, 2 weeks, then she'll be back. And she had to just do a few corrections for us. She's going to revise that. Sorry, let me turn that off and get back to us. So anyway, that's where that stands. Okay. The ironsmith and the front gate repair. So I had Dave Procopio from, I think it's called Westfield Ironsmith, come meet me at the old burying ground. He is really excited about our old burying ground. He kept running from place to place to place, going, oh, we could do this, we could do that. And I kept saying, well, we only have so much money. And his bottom line is he and his 5 boys feel it's important to give back to the community. And what was quoted at $4,000 to us for others repairs, he's going to do for less than $1,000. And yeah, he just unbelievable guy. He had a lot of great ideas for us too. So ways to cut costs, but yet not cut the quality of the work. So he loved the little enclosures. He really wants to work on those after he does the front gate. And he also had some even landscaping ideas for us. He said, you really could do a lot for the front. He was talking about a bench, and I said, well, we don't really want to encourage people sitting out in front because then we get even more trash thrown in. But I did like his idea of putting some shrubbery or things like that in front of the gate once it's all done. Anyway, I hope you can meet him. He's new to Westfield. He's been here about 5 years, but already is just jumping in with both feet into the community and really wants to help out. So if you do need any iron work at all, I highly recommend him. He's up. Do you know where the new cannabis place is? Up where the what's the name of that gun place? Is that Savage Arms? Is that what that is? Up in Westfield? He's right there, right across the street from them. So anyway, great guy. So he actually took some pieces from the little enclosures, and he's going to see if he can recreate them. And he's also going to schedule a day when he can come in and scrape the front gate, completely repaint it, do some repair work on it. And then he asked, why do you have this chain on here? I said, well, that's how we lock it. And he said, well, why don't you just fix the latch where the lock can go through? And I said, don't know. So he's even going to do that for us. So no more chain after this, which will be wonderful. So I think that will look much better than a chain wrapped around it as well. Any questions on that? I wish you all could have been there. It's just to hear his enthusiasm. It just was great. He's really excited to work on it. And and he's got 5 boys, as I said, and he likes to get them involved. So they will all be working on it over the summer. He has a big project he's working on now in some other town, but when that's done, he said he would get to work on ours. Reschedule probing day. Is that going to be an issue for the summer? Are people away? Or are there weeks where people are here that we could reschedule a day? Don't all speak at once.
What day were you looking at, Cindy?
I'm not really. I'm open to whatever. It looked like the dates next week are not good for people. So
Okay.
20th and 30th. So anytime in July, anytime in August. I think Bruce would like it sooner than later, only because he's trying to finish the inventory. And he's hoping that if we can find more stones, that will help fill in. You're hit or miss. If I'm in town, I'll certainly come, Mike. Okay. Crystal, almost all of July. I could do July 25th. Weekends are not good. Is there a day during the week that you could do? Weekends just aren't good for me. If the rest of you want to go on a weekend, great. But actually that weekend, I'm not around. I'm up in Maine at a ski show.
With me, I would just have to try to get the day off from work. Like I did request the 30th off, and I did get it off, so that's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I got a day off now.
Oh,
So yeah, I would just have to put in a request for a day off, and it's kind of the same hit or miss. Either I'll get it or I
okay.
won't.
Well, I mean, some of us could go on the 30th if that works for you. I hate to have you. Do you have other things you can do that day? I don't want you to have a wasted day.
A day
okay.
off from work? Oh, you betcha. I'll find something.
Okay, I figured as much. But, have you been up to the Chester Arches, by the way, Cindy, with your camera? Oh, good.
Yes, I have. Frequently.
Okay, I figured you probably had discovered that. Thoughts? Do you just want me to put some dates out there and have you respond to who can make what days? And of course, we have to see what day Bruce can make it too. So, Ellen, are you around most of the summer? What is your? Can you unmute yourself? We can't hear you. I don't think I can unmute you. Down in your lower left-hand corner, is there a mute button that you can unmute and it's not working? Or is it, Carly, is yours up in the upper right-hand corner? Or upper? You're trying. I don't read lips, sorry. Anyone else know what she's saying? Okay, just type it to us. Type what you go down to the chat and you can type in there. Okay. All right. Well, we'll try to work out something. Maybe we'll have several because I think it's going to take quite a few days to get through. I mean, it's a huge place. So Bruce just by chance happened to find 2 stones just testing out his prober. So I think there are quite a few stones there. All right. Donation. So I don't know, for those of you who are there, did anyone meet Chad, the young man with the beard who was there on the cleaning day? He contacted us and has a soap making business. And he just was so impressed with our cemetery that he would like to make a donation. And Carly brought him down to show him the front gate that we're hoping to, have the work done on, and mentioned it might be around $1,000. And he is hoping to make a donation to help cover some of that. And then his brother, who also was there, he was the one who was there the day the tripod fell over, but is now up in Canada. His brother also would like to make a donation. So you just never know. Just by having the gate open one day, we were there, they wandered in, loved it, and want to make a donation. So I'm just loving hearing things like that. And I was thinking when the metal worker comes to do the work, I definitely want to have an article about him and put it on Facebook. But maybe we can also mention Chad and Brian too. See if other people might be so moved to donate. The only other OBG related item is, did I mention Bob Dewey at our last meeting? Did I? That he had passed away? Okay, so I did tell you all that. I couldn't remember if I had told you. All right. And his funeral was very nice. Virtual tours. I think, Carly, are you still waiting for the pictures?
Yes, I have spoken with Fred several times. I've reached out to him, but I've not heard back. So as soon as he's able to respond and get into the churches, I've laid all the groundwork for him to get in there. And as soon as he's able to film that, we'll be ready to go.
Okay. I was kind of thinking we might wind down the virtual tours, but I have run into quite a few teachers in the last few weeks, and they are all raving about them and love them. So maybe we'll do more. Mike and Crystal, what do you think? And Ellen, did we lose Ellen? Is that the iPhone? What do you think about more tours, and were you able to use any of them? Mike, are you typing? I was interested in doing an oh, right, on the book. Yes, okay. Great, maybe when you're in town, you can let me know, and we can get together and pick out what you're interested in. Good, and Crystal, were you able to use them at all?
No, I didn't end up using them with my students at all. The City Hall one, I don't think was done until we were almost done with the year, so I didn't end up using that one. But that would be one that I'm interested in having the kids take a look at for next year.
Great. Okay, if there's anything else, let us know. Okay, now that everyone is an expert at technology, I'm sure we can use these. All right. Anything else on tours before we move on? No? Okay. Canal project update. So I attended a meeting last week for the East Hampton Community Preservation Commission, and they were voting on the $15,000 for their portion of the canal for the architectural study, and it passed unanimously. So I am hoping our meeting is July 15th. I will send out the Zoom to you, and if you're able to attend, now it may be in person. I just don't know. I don't know if if it's in person or Zoom, but if anyone can be there in person or attend by Zoom, I think the more of us there, the better, just for support. They are hoping that each of the 6 communities will contribute $15,000. Which luckily is less than the amount we thought it was going to be. So I had kind of prepped them the last meeting saying it might be around 20. So it's nice that it's just going to be 15. Southwick already has the money. East Hampton has already voted the money. We are next, and then we're hoping the other 3 communities will as well. But this is just such a great opportunity to get such a valuable landmark on the Register of Historic Places. So I think it'll be exciting. And there may be money to do some more work with the canal once it is on the register. So, and if anyone ever wants to troop through the woods, Carly and I would be more than happy to show you what we found. And there's some other places as well. Okay, home sign project. I think we had decided that we're just going to put that on hold to the fall. So that was unfinished business. Any other unfinished business? Or any questions, concerns, anything? No, I honestly, I cannot wait till we're back. And as convenient as Zoom is, I really want to be back together. I just feel like we get more of an interaction rather than me just talking. So I can't wait. We had decided not to have a July meeting because it's just too hard to get a quorum, but I'm hoping our August meeting will be in person and we can meet. Although the governor did give us permission to have Zoom, I think throughout the year, I would like to start meeting in person again. Is everybody in favor of that? Yes? Not heads nodding? Great. Okay. I just feel, I just really like to hear more from you rather than me just talking at you. So, great.
So our August meeting,
Our August meeting, August 16th, will be at City Hall. It's already on the books. So the agenda says 6, but if it is going to be in person, it will be 7.
okay.
It's 6 if it's Zoom, 7. Pete, are you listening in? Oh, good. Do you know in August, are we all set to meet in person? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are most commissions still doing Zoom or are they going to in person? Oh, okay. All right. So August we will then. Great. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. All right, new business, ghost tours. We have traditionally always done the last weekend in September, but the last weekend in September is the 24th and 25th. So, and I know that's Crystal's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So I was
That's okay.
thinking, I know.
Don't worry.
I wanted to give you 1 year where you didn't have to spend your birthday in a burying ground.
All right.
So October 1st and 2nd is not unreasonable. You know, I don't think it's going to be that much colder than the 24th and 25th. What do people think? And of course, it depends on what Jay can do. So, but I wanted to talk to you first before I talk to Jay. What's everyone thinking? Let me just, Carly, go ahead.
I was just going to say the September dates actually work better for me, if that's a possibility. We
Okay.
have a trip planned early October.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then we definitely need you there. So we'll stay with 24th and 25th. I will let Jay know, and hopefully I'm okay with September 2, Mike. Good. Crystal and Cindy and Ellen, everybody good? I'm sorry, Crystal. We tried.
Not a worry.
Okay. So yeah, and most people know that it's the last week in September anyway. So that may work out better. We will have to get going on this. Is everybody still willing to take part in it? And Mr. Phelps will return. And I think probably we'll stay with pretty similar, the same script we had for the last one, because we only did that for 1 year. So, and that seemed to go over well. So I think we'll stay with that, but whatever you want to do. Cindy, do you want to part in it this year, or are you happy doing what you do?
I'm happy being Carly's assistant.
Okay. She's happy to have you, I'm sure.
And Carly's thrilled to have her.
Oh, good. And Ellen, hopefully, I'm hoping you're hearing this, and just write down September 24th and 25th. So we'll let you know. Debbie, I'm not sure what's going on with Debbie. We'll find out more by our next meeting to see where that's going. But anyway, I'm excited that it's coming back. We need to raise some more money because we're spending all of our money very quickly. So that'll be good. And I think people are ready to see it again, and after a year hiatus. Any other comments or questions on ghost tours? If you have any ideas, please don't think this has to be the Cindy show. Please let me know if you've got any suggestions or comments. Let me know. Okay, great. Any remaining business? I think this is a record if we don't have any remaining business.
Cindy, is it okay if I talk for a second?
Sure. This is Kathy.
Yes, it is. Hi. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be at the cleaning of the stones, but when you do the probes, can you include me in that?
Of course.
I'd be glad. Yeah. Also, the artworks in Paul Koklianis, I think his name is, He's a professor at Westfield State, and he's on the board of the Friends of the Rail Trail. We were talking on Saturday during the painting of the mural, and we are really trying to form a group of Westfield Connects or something like that, so we can connect all the interested parties in making this town a wonderful place. I don't know if you'd want to be included on that group or anybody
I would,
here.
yeah. I think we need more information, but it sounds very interesting. Sure.
It's at the just talking stage, because we were talking about how everybody's doing kind of their own thing, like WOW's doing theirs, Artworks is doing theirs, the Friends is doing theirs, you're doing the historical part. And we need in this town a group that's going to move our wonderful city forward with different projects. And Paul was really enthusiastic because he was talking about there was an interim president at Westfield State, and that person I guess they were in debt at the beginning, and this guy put people together and they worked together, and so now they're not in deficit at all, and it motivated him to work with other groups, like the naming of the bridge that they're thinking about doing. The Friends were really not supportive of the Purple Heart Trail Bridge for the main gate. And, it seems like everybody's kind of doing their own thing. And him and I talked about just making it a more collaborative and cooperative city.
Mhm.
So,
and how would you get the information out? I know there's several sites already. I know Danny Nason's site and Bruce Cortis's site on Facebook are trying to do the same thing. What were you thinking of?
well, we're just trying to pull together people like Al Jaguar from the Flood Commission, because, the rail trail is on there. The Artworks is there.
Uh-huh.
And we just really feel that there could be signs for the Mechanic Street Cemetery on the rail trail, so people could go down and go to the cemetery there, because the
Okay.
rail trail is right there. And we would like it to be like this real cultural, including all these wonderful things that our city has to offer. But we're just in the beginning. I mean, we talked about this Saturday. So I said I would reach out to anybody that I talked to. And he
Great.
said he would reach out to people that he would talk to. We're thinking maybe in about 2 weeks, maybe getting together and just, if you're interested, I can send it to you. Or if anybody else on the Historical Commission wants to join in to make this go forward. And the city is talking about a major plan. They were doing that tonight, and they just approved that $125,000. So we would like to get PJ Miller, just all the people together, because we're all trying to make everything better, but we're not working together.
Together, right. And just a side thought, maybe Carly wants to speak to this. And the kiosk off of the bike trail by Stop and Shop, there is a link to a wonderful app that Carly put together that does show people where like the Mechanic Street Burying Ground is, and other historic places downtown as well. So you're right. If we had one spot where everybody could go to get this information, which
and the bike people have one too. So
Yeah.
Are we duplicating our efforts here where it's not central?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I hear you. It sounds like a great idea. Yeah, keep us in the loop. I think we'd be
Okay.
interested.
and what's the app that you did, Cindy?
Carly can.
Carly.
It's called it's a Pocket Sites. It's an app that you can download for free. And when you download it, the Westfield tour will just pop up. It's called Whipping Around Westfield.
Okay, whipping.
And each one of the kiosks on the bike trail have the information about how a cyclist or a walker can link to that, and then they can come right into town and do the whole tour, either on a bike or by walking.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
And
It's called, what is it called? Pocket.
Sites, SIGHT, and it's all one word.
Okay.
And
Thank
then
you.
also, Kathy, if you go on the Historical Commission site, on the city site, or on the Athenaeum site, or on the, what's the other one? Oh, the school site, the virtual tours are all there, which also give people information about things in town. That's where we've used those central locations to post that information.
Cindy, can you also get the 350th information onto your site? Because there's a really good baseball one there about the history of baseball. It is phenomenal. I was just like, I didn't know all that information.
They're all on the Athenaeum site. I can see if we can get them linked to our site, but all of those lectures, Bob Brown was filmed, and they're all on the Athenaeum site.
Okay, is there any way that we could get them on the other site?
Yeah,
Like-
let's find out, because Bob did not do the baseball ones, so that was Dan Genovese. So right now they're on the 350th site, but I can see if we can get it linked to ours, because that makes sense.
Because
That's a great idea.
Those ones on the 350th one are so informative and so good. And to link it with your virtual ones would just be wonderful.
Great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that's, did you get to any of the lectures? Were you able to?
I did. When they were at the senior center, Bob did one at the senior center at one time too.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I'll talk to Harry and see. How about, does everybody else agree with that? Try to get them on the Westfield site. So on the historic site.
Because see, again, everybody's doing their own thing. And if we coordinate, I think we'll be better off in the long run as a city.
Yeah. If we could just have, like you said, one central place where we could post everything, that would be amazing as well. But we'd have to get the word out to everybody.
Well, we're trying. I mean, this was just a concept that him and I were talking about.
Yeah,
I was
great.
I was telling him that I go on almost all the city planning board and all that just to know what's going on, because somebody will give you some information, then you get some other information, then you get another information from somebody else, and nobody's pulling it together.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, you're right. How is the fountain going? Have you gotten any quotes for that?
He's working on. He went down to look at it. They were really busy during the Memorial Day because of all the deaths that have occurred in Westfield here because of COVID. Mm-hmm. That he's just been really bombarded. I've been there 3 times already to try to get a quote. And I tried to go to the one that was up on Southampton Road, but they were closed. So I don't know if they're still, if they're even in business anymore.
Are you talking to Stone, the gravestone place up on Southampton Road?
Yes.
Okay. And when you said they can't make it, are you talking the people near Pine Hill?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So right. I've got 2 people working on that, and they're I sent them pictures of what we want, and then they were going to go down and look. His name is Chuck, and he was just so busy with everything that was going on. He said with Memorial Day being really, really busy. Huh. And I was thinking I would really like to see on the cement there, it's saying Women's Temperance Park. Just on the, how it says the 5 Mile Park?
Yeah.
I would like to have that put on the stone there. So I asked him for a quote for that too.
Is it called Women's Temperance Park?
Yes.
Not 5 Mile Park? Or are those 2 different parks?
2 different pieces. The one by the fountain is called the Women's Temperance Park.
Okay,
And then Half Mile, and then the one across where the tower is something else.
okay. Mike, you're nodding your head. You know all the name of it. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense to have a sign there. I wonder if there ever was a sign.
I don't think so.
Oh, just the fountain?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Do you know who put the fountain in originally?
Mark Casati.
Really?
It was there, and then they fixed up the park and they left the fountain there.
So he put, I thought it was much older than Mark. No, Mike,
No,
are you?
it was there, so he just left it there. He didn't take it out. He didn't.
Because
That's his
Temperance was
original spot.
1920, right? Was it put in back in the 20s?
No, 1897.
Oh, okay.
It's really old.
I guess so.
But I'm gonna go over to South Hadley this week to see if I can ask the Mikoszewskis. They have a stone cemetery place there. I'll go over there too, because I don't know if I'm just barking up the wrong tree here and I need to do more investigation.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you for doing that. It'll
You're
look great
welcome.
when it's
Thank you.
done.
Thank you. It'll be good.
Okay, yeah. Well, keep us in the loop about the group too. It sounds like a great idea.
Is the
And-
best way to contact you through Facebook or your email?
Through my email. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
definitely
would
through-
relay the information to your committee then for me?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. And I think PJ is the perfect person to get involved too, if he's available.
PJ Miller?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, and maybe even Mark. He seems to be really interested in coordinating things downtown.
Yes,
So,
very much so.
Yeah. Okay. And you've talked to the mayor too, right?
I
Are
have,
you going to?
this was Saturday, so I'm getting feelers out just to see how people if they'd want to do something like this.
Okay, great.
But I will contact him once Paul and I talk some more. It was just a thought Saturday afternoon while painting.
And tell me what his name is again, Paul who?
It's CACOL something. Koklianis. He spoke about the bridge, and he's a Westfield State professor.
Okay.
Does anybody else know his name? Koklianis or something like that.
And where did he speak about the bridge?
He spoke at the planning board and at the city council meeting on
Oh.
Thursday.
Oh, interesting. Good. Okay. Great. All right. Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate all your work. That's great.
Thank you.
Any other new business or questions or anything for Historic Commission? No? Well, have a wonderful beginning of your summer, everyone. Teachers, relax, please. And everybody else too. I know, Cindy, you're working hard too as well. And Carly's got a big wedding coming up. So exciting things. Is there a motion to adjourn? Cindy? And seconded by Carly. All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we'll see you in person, I hope, on August 16th at 7 o'clock.